received today in regards to the censure,
Okay.
and it was directed towards Attorney Dietz. As you are aware, the Avon Township Board entered into a settlement agreement with Assessor Chris Ditton that included the following release. And then there's,
Yeah, don't read that.
I'm not going to read that part.
No, that's kind
Okay. It says, we understand that there is a censure resolution on the agenda for the next board meeting relating to Assessor Ditton. Any action, and we believe even putting it on the agenda constitutes such action relating to censure, violates this agreement. A censure resolution is a proceeding under the color of township law relating to the issues resolved by the litigation. We will treat any further action by the board on the censure resolution as a breach of the settlement agreement. And if the censure agenda item is not removed from the meeting agenda by close of business on Monday, we will file a lawsuit asserting breach of the settlement agreement and seeking appropriate damages and attorney's fees for this irresponsible course of action the board is pursuing. We hope you will resolve this immediately without the necessity of further litigation. Thank you, Ed. Whereas the Avon Township Board Supervisor and 4 trustees have been elected to represent the electors of Avon Township in all aspects of township governance in accordance with 60 ILCS 1, and whereas the Avon Township Board is deeply committed to the effective and efficient operation of Avon Township government in order to provide governance and leadership of the township, and whereas the Avon Township Board desires all 8 elected officials to contribute into a positive working environment for the electors and elected colleagues within Avon Township, and whereas the Avon Township Board is deeply committed to upholding policies providing for open, honest, and respectful communication, adherence to federal and state law, and policies governing elected officials' actions and behaviors, and to acting in a concerted fashion to set an example of positive leadership for Avon Township, and whereas the electors of Avon Township present at the annual town meeting on April 14, 2015 expressed their displeasure regarding past, present, and ongoing conduct of the Avon Township Assessor to the Avon Township Board and requested the Avon Township Board take action regarding that behavior, and excuse me, whereas the electors of Avon Township present at a regular meeting on June 8, 2015 and July 13, 2015 renewed their expression of displeasure regarding the past, present, and ongoing conduct of the Avon Township Assessor to the Township Board, and again asked the Board to take action regarding that behavior as the duly elected representatives of the electors of Avon Township, and whereas the Avon Township Board is without legal authority to direct or countermand the actions and behaviors of Assessor R. Christopher Ditton, and whereas the Avon Township Board has been willfully threatened by Assessor R. Christopher Ditton with litigation on multiple occasions during the routine execution of their respective duties, including a written threat when Avon Township Board revised the township's credit card policy to limit to risk from the township from abuse, and again when the township supervisor requests that officials and employees park within designated parking spots on township property, and on several occasions as it related to the various budget calls in the previous 2 fiscal years, and whereas the township board has determined that Assessor R. Christopher Ditton failed to regularly attend finance committee meetings, committee of the whole, and regular meetings of the Avon Township Board since the April 8, 2013 annual town meeting, having attended a total of 3 meetings in total between April 9, 2013 and January 12, 2015. And whereas the Avon Township Board has determined that Assessor R. Christopher Ditton failed to attend any of the 4 scheduled meetings pertaining to the passage of the 2014/15 annual budget on April 1st, 2014, April 8th, 2014, April 28th, 2014, and May 12th, 2014, when the 2014-15 annual budget was lawfully adopted, and whereas the Township Board has determined that prior to September 19, 2014, numerous options and budgetary advice were presented to Assessor R. Christopher Ditton in the form of regular meetings, finance committee meetings, committee of the whole meetings, letters of memorandum, email, private meetings, and general discussion regarding the financial state of the town funds as they relate to the management of the Assessor Division, and whereas the Avon Township Board has determined that from September 19, 2014 to February 16, 2015, Assessor R. Christopher Ditton willfully caused through his own actions the closure of the Avon Township Assessor Division at a critical period that caused a significant loss of service for the electors, residents, and businesses of Avon Township, and whereas the closure of the Assessor Division brought undue hardship to 4 employees who were terminated by Assessor R. Christopher Ditton, resulting in further litigation against Avon Township for wrongful termination, and whereas the Township Board has determined that Assessor R. Christopher Ditton willfully caused through, his own actions in the substantial increase, 150%, of insurance deductibles and ultimately the non-renewal of township insurance policies as of December 15th. And whereas the Avon Township Board has determined that Assessor R. Christopher Ditton, through his own actions, has willfully violated his oath of office. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Avon Township Board of Trustees does hereby censure Avon Township Assessor R. Christopher Ditton for repeated willful malfeasance in the execution of his duties as the Assessor of Avon Township, and be it further resolved that the Avon Township Board does hereby call on Assessor R. Christopher Ditton to abide by the laws, statutes, and ordinances of the United States of America, the state of Illinois, the county of Lake, and the town of Avon, and be it further resolved, the Avon Township Board of Trustees does hereby demand that Avon Township Assessor R. Christopher Ditton cease and desist all actions that bring discredit to himself, his fellow elected officials, and the employees that support Avon Township. Adopted this 10th day of August 2015 by the Board of Trustees at a meeting lawfully assembled. Okay. Call it.
Just a minute. We have Trustee Delamar,
All right, I'm voting aye because I'm your representative. I just don't want to spend your money this way. I really don't.
Trustee Larson,
Aye.
Trustee Rush. Supervisor Rush. You could just poll me. Supervisor